Hello, I'm Kenny Lowry, and today we're going to take a look at the Spruce Base 3-stack. Now this has got our Spruce Base rock here, so this is 2 more rocks on top of it, so that's the Spruce Base 3-stack. Here at the top here we have a boulder that has a little bit of a ripple there. You can kind of see that coming over there. There is no front or back to this fountain, but that ripple there in the front of that rock, or that rock there, is probably what you're going to want to put to the front. Although you might like the back better than the front. Totally up to you. Water does come over, I'd say about 2/3 of this, and that's something you can achieve through shimming and things like that. You know, the natural part of the rock up here has a little bit of a rise area here, so it's going to be harder to get the water to flow over that way, but you could shim it if you want to on your end. Shimming it is something you can do. If you don't want to shim it, you don't have to, but if you're trying to get the water the way that we have it here, you will need to shim it. There's a variety of ways you can shim it. You can use it. I actually think the best thing to use is little flat pieces of broken rock. I think that's the best way to shim it. You can get plastic shims. You could do that too. Make sure they're black so they don't show out. Things like that. And I think we have both on this. We have some little pieces of black rock, or black shims, and also some pieces of rock. We do have the bottom rock shim too. Now if you're going to shim your bottom rock where all the weight is, you're not going to just want to put a little narrow shim on one side of it and then have all that spanning weight there across the whole rock. So kind of help support it at a couple of different areas on the rock. Support that weight and distribute it evenly on your basin there. So that's something you're going to want to do if you're going to shim it. And I will get up close with the camera here. We'll talk about the shims. I'll see if I can show those to you. The water's dripping off the back here too. This fountain, you know, it's going to splash some. It's water falling on rock or a flat surface. It's going to splash more, and there are adjustments you can make that. We do have a helpful video on the website there about that, about these stacked rocks and getting them to flow the way you want them to. A couple things you can do about that to minimize water loss. Of course, that video is going to cover that, but you can turn the flow of the water down. You can go to the bigger liner basin installation. We have that over on the info page, shows you how to do that. And so there are things you can do there to adjust it on your end, autofills, things like that. Now this has a good sound. I'll take the mic off here and see if you can kind of pick up the sound. Now there's several different sounds going on here. You have the sound of the plume here at the top. Then you have the sound of the water falling off, and I'll do here the back. So there are, to me, distinct sounds. I can pick them up here, different sounds going on. It's not like a one uniform sound to it. We've got this back here, it's kind of overhanging, and we'll look at that with the video. Right now, I'll grab that. Now keep in mind, these are GFRC boulders, stands for glass fiber reinforced concrete. It's the same material used in zoo exhibits and animal habitats. It has the look, the feel, and texture of real rock at about 1/5 the weight. So basically what we're doing is we take a real rock and make a mold of it, and then we use this GFRC. It's very realistic. We have a video showing you just how realistic it is on the website. We do get asked that all the time, and to be honest with you, it fools me sometimes when the mother rocks lay and we store them in the back, and sometimes I'm like, well, why did we have this back here? But it's actually the mother rock. So right now, kind of get up here close, you can kind of see the rough texture. You can kind of see everything that's on that mother rock is on this rock. You can kind of see that base rock there has some clefts and things in it, kind of neat. We'll go around here to the back, although like I said, there is no back. Now you see the base and the edge that we have here. You would hide that entirely on your end. We leave them exposed here a lot of times because we are open to retail, and we want people to be able to see and have that aha moment that, oh, something's buried in the ground or there. So you can kind of see that along the back. Really beautiful at night with lighting, because it's going to pick up all that dripping going on there. You see over here where there's some water running over that edge there, kind of rippling over there. You can see side here where it's rippling over that top rock. It's a very interesting fountain, really neat looking. There's a shim we got stuck right there. And of course, if you're going to hide that, you would stick that back under there further so that you don't see it. You might choose like a brown rock rather than, we got kind of a white quartz looking rock there. So something like that. You can see down there, we've got a piece of flagstone supporting there. Here we've got a bunch of plastic shims, and you can kind of see what you would do with that is rake your rocks up there to cover that. We left it exposed so we can show you, but you would cover that with either some pebbles or some natural rocks. things like that. And there's a shim there in the front too. A little piece of slate, looks like. So when you set these up, that's the kind of things you'll do on your end. Get the water to flow where you want it. Try to minimize your splash, things like that.